Folks, I might have missed the meeting this morning, but I didn't miss the heart of the people. This lady was the very first one to step up to that microphone and speak truth to power. I want you to listen real close to what she told those commissioners, because she's speaking for every one of us who cares about our water and our land. Take a look.
I've got some questions that I think are basic, bare-bones questions we should be asking Lumen Solutions. I'd like to pass those around. Take one, take a picture with your phone if you care, but we should, I believe, all be asking these and more pointed questions, not in a hateful way, but because there's a lot of unanswered questions.
Welcome to our latest exploration into the source material. So today we're unpacking a document from May 2026 called the Webster County Data Center Project, What Residents Need to Know.
Yeah, and our mission here is really just to catch everyone up on, well, the sudden development of this Tier 3 AI-ready data center on Rifle Range Road.
Right, and we want to talk about why the local geography makes this specific project a really high-stakes situation for the community. Because, I mean, the hook here is wild.
Oh, it really is.
Like, while you were just going about your day, this company called Lumen Solutions quietly moved into a 5-acre tract, and there's a lot more land where that came from.
Yeah, the timeline here is fascinating. So Lumen Solutions LLC actually filed their parent entity back in October 2025.
Wait, 2025? But the public only learned about this in April 2026.
Exactly. They waited weeks after the local entity was filed in April to make any moves. And, you know, because Webster County has no planning or zoning laws, there was no public notice required.
No hearings at all.
None. The deed is literally the only public record.
Man, that's just, it's like a neighbor building a massive industrial warehouse in their backyard without needing a permit, just because, well, there's no rule book saying they can't.
Right.
It makes you wonder, is no news actually good news for the developers in this case?
It certainly seems to be the strategy. And, you know, we should talk about that Tier 3 designation. It's not just a fancy office building.
Yeah, what does that actually mean?
Well, it's industrial class infrastructure. It's designed specifically for high-density AI workloads.
Okay, so let me ask you, why does an AI data center need so much water? I mean, is it just for basic cooling, or is it something way more, thirsty?
Oh, it's incredibly thirsty. AI workloads run extremely hot, so they need constant cooling to prevent the servers from literally melting down.
Wow.
And that brings us to the geography issue. The site sits on the Goss Wilderness Complex, which is Karst Geology.
Right, and the document mentions that 41.6% of the parcel is karst. For anyone who doesn't know, Geology 101, what exactly does that mean for the water?
So karst means fractured limestone. Basically, it acts like a sponge. In karst country, surface spills like from transformer oil, glycol, or refrigerants reach the aquifer way faster than normal.
Because there's no soil filtering it out.
Exactly. And there's a creek running right through this site. That same aquifer supplies all the surrounding residential wells.
And have they done any testing?
No, there's been no baseline well testing or any disclosure of their water draw.
That's really concerning.
Eh.
But the county isn't totally helpless, right? Like, the sources bring up the Camden County president.
Yes. So look at what happened in Camden County on April 24th, 2026. They passed Ordinance No. 04-24-2026 specifically to regulate data centers.
Oh, nice. What did the ordinance do?
It required water modeling and flat out prohibited the use of well water for cooling. And the important thing is, Webster County commissioners already have the authority to do something similar.
Wait, really? Even without zoning laws?
Yeah. They can require water use disclosure and impact studies right now. This really highlights how rural counties are being targeted for these high-power projects simply because of the lack of regulatory hurdles.
That makes total sense. So for the listeners, why should they care about this today? Well, if you pull massive amounts of power, it impacts everyone.
Absolutely.
Like today is Monday, May 11th, and there is a 10:00 a.m. commissioner meeting happening. This is the time for residents to ask about power loads, like the megawatts, and how this is going to impact local electric rates.
That's right. The infrastructure strain is a huge community issue.
Definitely. And I want to leave everyone with a final provocative thought here based on the sources.
Go for it.
So, if the land surrounding this specific site is already surveyed for transfer, you have to ask yourself, is this one data center the final destination? Or is it just the first server in a much larger, like 152-acre digital Ozarks that you haven't even been briefed on yet?
Now, that's the technical side of what's happening beneath our feet. But this isn't just about reports and water levels. It's about our homes, our families, and our future right here in the Ozarks. They think they can hide behind these massive projects and quiet meetings, but as long as I've got a voice and a camera, they've got another thing coming. We are the human shield of this community, and we aren't backing down. I need you to do two things right now. First, head over to buddyhuggins.com to see the full PDF for yourself and watch Catherine's entire speech. Second, share this video with one neighbor who doesn't know about the 21 county threat yet. Stay vigilant, stay prayerful, and keep your eyes wide open. I'm Buddy Huggins, and I'll see you on the next one.